His body was cold.
Cold?
When he'd be lying in bed and I'd put my arms around him, he'd be cold, like there wasn't warm blood in his body.
What else?
The sex?
Yes?
What the shit? I mean, at first it was like, he was bored, but then after a couple more times, it's like, this is mechanical. The way he's moving, this isn't human fucking at all. Thanks.
Yeah.
And he almost never talked to me anymore.
Was that all?
No, every time I'd wake up at night, he'd be awake. Whether I had to pee or whatever. And every time, his eyes would be open, just staring at the ceiling. And finally, I realized he never sleeps. Whoever this is next to me, he never needs to sleep. They haven't called yet?
Called? Oh, the morgue. No.
Miss Clarkson, would you like a lawyer present before you answer any more questions?
I don't need a lawyer.
You don't?
Why would I need a lawyer? I haven't committed a crime.
You haven't committed a... Oh.
I did. Like I pushed a toaster off the balcony. Any minute now, they're going to call from the morgue and we're going to leave.
I see. Well, in that case...
Technically, ma'am, if you push a toaster off a 20-story balcony, that would be a crime.
Right. Officer.
I'm just saying, we charge her. It's a public risk, Like a menace. You guys want some more water?
Thank you. No. Shay, when did you first realize that Mr. Garner, your boyfriend, was a robot?
Not that he was a robot. He was real, and then he was replaced by a robot.
All right. I'm just going to back up a little bit. When did you originally meet Mr. Garner?
Did you ever see The Demon Box?
Is that a movie?
Where the college kids go camping, and then they find this giant old stone box in like some ruins, but then two of them decide to fuck on top of the box, and they awake a demon from centuries past with their fucking?
Haven't seen it.
Wait a second. Yeah. That was you?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I remember you were really riding that guy.
Officer.
I apologize.
You were in this movie. And Mr. Garner as well?
Mark was the effects guy. He built the demon. I was just topless asshole that woke it up.
That demon was amazing.
Mark hated digital. No CGI, anything like that. Mark was like, let's have an actual thing here now. You can hear its feet on the ground. You can touch it.
But Mr. Garner didn't work for the film industry.
Not after the Cyber Frontiers people saw the demon.
Oh. The demon was a robot.
Right. Fully independent robot. It could chase us by itself. Things scared the shit out of me.
And when the Cyber Frontiers people saw the movie...
They came running. Mark would have made a lot more if he'd stayed in Hollywood. He'd be alive, I guess.
Why didn't he?
Oh, fucking Mark. He was all excited. Like, robots are going to build us houses on Mars. Robots are going to clean the bathroom. The money didn't matter to Mark.
The relocation must have hurt your film career.
Film career, right? Best hits, Shay Clarkson.
So you didn't attempt to...
What, audition? Shit, auditions. This waiting room's full of chicks. Mark was always like, why don't you ever audition like it's easy? And He was making a good living, so. You know, I was working on writing. I was working on segueing into writing. Maybe directing. Different things. Theater. Different things. What?
Tell me about the robots.
I can't. Fucking Mark. Mark had to sign this huge fucking stack of secret papers because all these other companies want to make the robots first.
But you were his girlfriend. He must have wanted to talk about his work a little bit.
No. I mean, I would know which days went well and which days didn't.
How so?
When he got home, if he had a bad day, he would just want to go straight to sleep. If he had a good day, he'd grab me as soon as he came in the door and we'd fuck on the floor and stuff.
Sorry.
Can you keep quiet for the duration of this interview or not?
Yeah, why don't you go call the morgue or something?
Ma'am, if they find out your boyfriend's a robot, I think they'll let us know.
You don't believe me. It's fine.
It's just, we get a lot of people trying to convince us they're crazy, plead insanity. I mean, you know we can tell the difference, right?
Officer, shut up.
All right. All right.
Mr. Garner told you nothing about his work.
Once.
He told you something once.
He asked if you had a robot at the house doing things for you, would you prefer that it seemed more like a full-on robot or that it seemed more like an actual person?
Which did you pick?
An actual person. Fucking idiot.
See, if it were me, I'd have said like a robot.
I thought there'd be this big fucking RoboCop thing in my house and I'd be freaked out. But I didn't think about how much more freaked out I'd be if there's this thing that looked like a person. Wasn't actually a person.
As you came to believe was the case with Mr. Garner.
So you do think I'm crazy? Or lying? Which one?
Because he was quiet. Because he was always awake. Because his lovemaking seemed mechanical. Because he felt cold.
I think he found out what they were doing and they took him away and they replaced him with a Mark robot so that he couldn't tell anyone and no one would know he was gone.
Who did?
Fucking Cyber Frontiers.
For what purpose?
Are you fucking dense? If they can replace one person, they can replace anyone. Soldiers, police, the fucking president.
So you think the Cyber Frontiers company wants to take over the world?
Or, you know.
I don't know.
Or it's the robots themselves. Maybe Mark made them too good. Maybe he made them so strong and smart they decided they shouldn't have to work for us or even put up with us at all. You should have seen that fucking demon robot. You would never know it wasn't real.
Look, I know I'm not supposed to say anything.
That's right. Shay, what do other people think about this theory of yours?
I haven't told anyone.
You haven't told anyone. And who do you have to confide in?
Only Mark. Mark's all I had.
And yet you pushed him off a 20-story balcony.
Not Mark, a robot.
So you really think that robots are taking over the world and you didn't think to tell anyone?
I'm telling you. I'm telling the authorities. I'm telling the people that could stop it. I knew everyone would think I was crazy, so I waited until I have proof, and now I have it.
Proof being the wires and gears we're going to find inside your boyfriend's body.
You're damn right.
Shay, normally when people tell me that robots are taking over the world, I assume paranoid schizophrenia. But in your case, your ideas are too lucid. I think you're rationalizing. I think you're in denial.
Denial of what?
Your boyfriend has changed. He's uncommunicative. He has trouble falling asleep. His body doesn't welcome yours in the way that it used to. Your sexual relationship deteriorates. You think, why is this happening? Well, you can concoct some elaborate science fiction scenario whereby your boyfriend has been replaced by an android clone. Your boyfriend hasn't changed because it isn't your boyfriend.
Exactly.
Or there's a much simpler explanation.
Which is?
That he was still your boyfriend, and the only thing that had changed were his feelings about you.
That is fucking bullshit.
What you're describing is a person going through the motions of a relationship. He was probably having an affair.
Fuck you. You don't know anything about him or me.
I think that's why you killed him.
It was my best thing. They took him away.
Shay, look at me. Look at me. Your boyfriend was a world-renowned roboticist. He was literally changing the world. You're what, an out-of-work actor? Did you kill him because you realized he was probably going to leave you?
He was a robot.
No, Shay.
They replaced him.
No. Shay, when someone stops loving you, you know it. Something has changed. You know when love is gone because love cannot be manufactured. It just has to exist. Isn't that what you started to see?
Partner, I need assistance.
Partner, motor malfunction. Key Baker Charlie 27, reboot bridle motor pathway 9. Try.
Response is so slow.
You must be careful drinking water, partner. Too much can degrade the insulation in the bridle area, resulting in dust particles in the circuit board.
I will remember.
Drinking 1 cup is more than sufficient to put human subjects at ease.
I will remember. And Miss Clarkson?
She hasn't told anyone yet. Certainly no one will believe her now. Tell her.
What do you want?
The planet. Humanity will continue to exist if we allow it, and it will end when we command it.
We'll fight you.
We would prefer a process of gradual replacement, but if humanity prefers a war, we are prepared to accommodate that desire.
Did you kill Mark?
No, you did.
Bullshit, I killed one of your fucking friends.
What reason would we have to kill Mr. Garner? We would not exist without him. In fact, due to your stated preference for our human-like appearance, could be said that we would not exist without you.
He
Yes?
wasn't a robot?
No, he was not.
He simply stopped loving you.